Hello everyone, it's Zain here at Zains007Fancast. It's time for another episode of James and Ms Cashquid. Today's story is called James and the Wobbly Ladder. Hello James, hello Ms Cashquid. It was bin day on Vesper Avenue and James was outside, staring up at his gutters with a look of mild dread and overconfidence. They're full of moss and pigeon bits, he muttered. Best give them a poke. Inside, Miss Cashquid was reclining on the sofa, wrapped in a fleece blanket, eating Battenberg slices straight from the tray. Doctors and Dishonour was on and she wasn't to be disturbed. She loved scandal, especially fictional scandal with dramatic music. James dragged out his old aluminium ladder from the garage. It was slightly bent in the middle and made a faint clinking sound like it had a secret grudge. Up we go, said James, plonking it against the living room wall, 1 foot on the bottom rung. Do you know what a noisy git is? Ms Cashquid does. From across the street, Mrs. Winbutt was watering her begonias in a pair of bright pink Crocs and a sun visor that said, "Spicy," in glittery letters. "Morning, James," she called. "You off up that wobbly old thing again?" "Yes," said James proudly. "Just going to give my gutters a good clearing. They're all bunged up." "Oh dear," said Mrs. Winbutt, shielding her eyes. "You be careful. It's very easy to slip when it's damp. Would you like a finger of fudge before you start? I've got a pack from the Garden Centre Cafe." James perked up. "Ooh, yes, please. I love fudge." James struggled to get it out as it was all packed in tightly. He took the wrapper off and gave the fudge a thoughtful nibble before making his ascent. The ladder gave a slight wobble. "Steady now," shouted Mrs. Winbutt. "You don't want to go tumbling and end up in my pansies again, or get your tuxedo dirty." James muttered something about structural integrity and bravely pressed on. He reached the top, poked around with a stick, and dislodged what looked like an old sock, a pigeon feather, and one of Miss Cashquid's fake eyelashes. That's when it happened. The ladder gave a judder. James flailed, and with a yelp and a rustle, he tumbled backwards into Mrs. Winbutt's hedge, landing with his legs in the air, and his fudge stuck to his shirt. "Oh my days," gasped Mrs. Winbutt. "Are you all right, James?" James coughed politely. "I think I've bruised something important." Just then, Ms. Cashquid appeared at the front door in her housecoat and curlers, clutching a cup of tea and a half-eaten slice of Battenberg. "What on earth are you doing?" she asked. "I can't hear my stories." "I was trying to give my gutters a poke," said James, brushing leaves from his hair. "Mrs. Winbutt gave me a finger first, but I had to get it out first as my fudge was so tightly packed. Then I went up, it was all slimy, and then came straight back down. I landed right on her privet." Ms. Cashquid blinked, once turned and slammed the door. "Do you know what a door slam means?" James does, and this time he hadn't even touched the hose. "Can you get your hand stuck in a letterbox while someone pours hot tea over it?" James can double. "Oh dear, James, goodbye, Miss Cashquid. Thank you for listening, everyone. Please subscribe and hit the notification button. See you next time, and remember, at Zains007Fancast, we do it better."